Give a fuck about your gang, I'm from Thomas Road. Nigga was playing around with them sayings, that's what got he smoke. They be hanging out with them things, so do not approach. I put my label all on my chain, that shit solid gold. Put up that thing and run your fade, I ain't gotta blow. Niggas be capping all these straps and still ain't drop a soul. Plenty guns, we got a lot of pose. I pull a stick and catch you slipping this shit like Martin Glow. Hey, you just cap a lot, my niggas keep straps a lot. Run around like you Scarface, but nigga, you just rap a lot. Really outside OT with it on me, used to trap a lot. Nigga ain't got no loyalty to the gang, he probably rat you out.
It's your boy James with the Stop Being Dirty, Stop Eating Dirty, Trust the Process, Protect Your Peace. Link in the bio for the merchandise, my Instagram, the Twitter. Subscribe to the channel if you watch right now. I appreciate that, man. I know I haven't been blogging in a little minute. I just been out protecting my peace for real. Like, the whole protect my peace came from, certain, books I've read, self-help, you know what I'm saying? It's actually like a way of life that like came from one of my mentors of trusting the process and like things of that nature, and speaking of that, being in nature, just gives me my best peace. I've been at the cabin for a few days now, just clearing my head and, being with the kids and barbecuing and away from the city life and just like overall just taking a step away from everyday struggles, which we all have and we all deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand this world, the pressures are always going to be there. Your problems are going to be there until you figure them out, of course. But as far as it goes, like, you don't want to stress and dwell on things you can't control in the moment. So get away, enjoy Cortez. Oh my God. Now, I was able to see the face-off. Like I said, I've been away for the week. I'm a little late on it, but I'm just giving my take on what I'm seeing and just like an overall thing. Of course, Surf is very difficult to be in a face-off. Like, he's such a good dirty talker. He'll almost convince you of something about yourself that isn't even true. Like, his manipulation tactics of just being a filthy heathen from Newark, New Jersey, he possesses this infinite power to just mess up your own mind. It's like, yo, like he just hustled me out of $20 that I came to borrow $20 from him. And now I have less than, I'm in a negative because I came to borrow $20 and he took my 20. How do I owe him 20 now? Like, that kind of person, disgusting. Pick a card. So, but with that being said, it works out great. His personality, the way he handles these situations, sells these battles is incredible. And Cortez, the laughing along, Cortez almost looks like someone who's getting a shot at someone who's so above him in battle rap. Like, almost like I come in the game and I'm about to battle A Verb and I'm like, holy shit, I'm about to battle A Verb. Like, that's how Cortez is coming off, like as if he's battling someone who's like that. There's levels to this shit, but damn, y'all still, to me, I think Surf is better than Cortez. Let's be flat out. I prefer Surf style better. Whatever it is, I just like the motherfucker better. But that don't change the fact that Cortez ain't fire and not on that high level as well. But Cortez himself is sitting there with a lack of confidence. Like, I don't believe in him right now. Like, this was a bad face-off for Cortez because I don't think he understands. Battle rap has changed. The promotion factor needs to be there. You're already going into this battle with odds against you. Everything leading to this battle, you have an opportunity to finagle the system, to twist the narrative, to bring people on your side. The face-off was your opportunity to do that. And instead, you fell right into the same Surf, the way he's been treating you has been the same, all this, watch, and that night this, and it's like Av and Danny. You wouldn't even know they're on the card. Danny Myers did phenomenal versus Tay-Rock, and then it fizzles out because there's a lack of what you do outside the ring that makes people forget you. That's one of Av's biggest issues. You don't get to know him other than when you catch him lit at an event, like the bloggers catch him or whatever. That's hilarious. It shows that he has a personality. He can sell himself better, but he doesn't. And it hurts these people's career. Believe it or not, we're gonna talk about these two. Cortez, you were supposed to do something in that face-off to bring people on your side. And honestly, I more so think you made people that had confidence in you, lose confidence. Like, how can I be confident in someone who don't look confident in himself? You know what I'm saying? And then the Mexican thing, that wasn't a good look only because the way he twisted it. Like, you say you're not Mexican, and then in a rhyme you said you were Mexican. I honestly don't think Cortez is Mexican. He could be. This is what I'm saying. I don't know if he explained this or not. I honestly think he said that for a bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you keep saying I'm this, so I'm gonna make a bar out of it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, but I'm Mexican. So I think that might have been his mind state going into that daylight punchline. But it didn't work. It didn't work out well for him, especially the way it was twisted. He even said what I just said. He could have just simply said that. Like, yeah, I stay saying it, so I made it a punchline. Boom, done. Done. Say something. So, overall, Cortez made this a real, for me, this is a must-win battle for Cortez. This is no longer, yo, Surf, you've been shitting on Cortez for so long. You have, that factor just went out the window, which is why this is a shake. I might have to label this Cortez shaking my head, because I'm shaking my head at this. This was once you both have to win, neither one of you could lose kind of thing. Right now, Cortez put himself in a box where it's a must-win for him. You look like if you lose this battle, you're gonna get like the confidence people have in you, where you say you should be in battle rap, it's all washed away. It's like, nah, you don't belong on this level. Keep doing what you're doing, top tier money, lyrical, do that shit for another 10 years. You're great at that, go ahead. But as far as these big name battles, these big stage battles, these big cards, this isn't for you. And I feel like he did that to himself by, like, I'm seeing, like, every day I see Hip Hop Is Real and 15 Minutes of Fame put out clips of like old Cortez interviews. And in these interviews, the way he's talking is so like, it's like he makes you want to see him versus Surf. These interviews are from when he was skinny. Like, they're like years back. And that wasn't a shot, by the way. Salute to Cortez. Like, we didn't talk before about, we were supposed to, me and Cortez had something we were supposed to do for the Caffeine channel. We were gonna do a whole fitness joint. It just didn't work out, but I respect, you know what I'm saying? Like, him wanting to have, at the time, get on the journey, but, you know, schedules and bags and all that shit gets twisted with the leagues, and it was a great idea, went to shit. But, you know, I was just saying, you know, because it's been that long. Like me, I refer to myself to back when I was the Fat Gyms, you know, it's because that many years ago. You know what I meant? So, it's like, you're like, yo, I want to see this battle. What do you got to say? What are you going to talk about? You know, I also don't like the angle of we know things about Surf. People keep saying we know things about, what do you know about Surf? Unless you have actual paperwork that Surf ratted on somebody, because that was one of the biggest stigmas against Surf, right? Unless that paperwork exists and you can show that, what are you gonna say about Surf? That he used to smoke nickel bags, I believe it. That his weed used to be so skimpy he just rolled up the Dutch cuts, I believe it. He smoked cigarettes backwards, I believe it. What are you really gonna say to diminish him? Like, we all have a past. It ain't really where you from, it's where you at. You almost can, Cortez, if Surf structures his rounds in a certain way, Cortez rounds can almost make Surf look better if that's the angle he's gonna take. About, I remember when you was this way. Because it could be like, now look at me though. Yeah, I was like this, but now I'm like this. He sounds great saying that in interviews. Imagine in rhyming form. So I'm really curious on the angle he thinks he's gonna, that he has on him. You know what I'm saying? I, for one, before I get out of here, I wanna say this. If Cortez loses the first round, this is gonna be a tough night for Cortez. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to put this out there. I'm kind of nervous that Surf might choke. Oh no, like Surf is choke prone. He's been doing good his last 3 showings, but when he comes across like he don't care about a battle, but then again, he's choked against luck. You just don't know. He's untrustworthy still to me. Give me one more. Give me one more. One more clean performance and I'll throw away the choking stigma. This has to be the one. I don't want to hear this, because it'll be the perfect battle for him to choke in, right? Y'all been shitting on this battle for this many years. I didn't even want this battle, but I wanted to battle this person. He's making an album. I want to battle this person. So I took Cortez, I wanted to hype for it, so I choked. I'm sorry, but I'm right back in 2 months versus this person or that person. I hope that don't happen. I hope it's a classic. This has to be the greatest Cortez we ever seen. You know what I'm saying? They were asking me in the spaces a week or so ago, if you think about Cortez, what was his biggest moment in battle rap? And I still think of the Manny Pacquiao, your blood is in question against Hitman Holla. Then I realized that battle's 10 years old. You take that for what it is. I think Cortez is fire. I think the lead up to this battle, he's not looking too well. He has to win this first round and let the best man win. Salute to Cortez, salute to Surf. What do y'all think in the comments? Let me know. I'm back in my blogging bag. Anything else I've been missing, write in the comments y'all want me to talk about. Like I said, my mind's been disconnected. Really just out there trying to get my mind right. Also got a lot of other things in the works I can't talk about right now, but I will talk about very shortly, and this all will make sense. Salute to everybody who's watching right now. Trust the process, protect your peace. Stop being dirty.